You wake up, your phone buzzes, salaries arrived, you smile, until you open your banking app. $0. At first you think it's a banking glitch, then you look outside, because dollars don't exist anymore. Your salary landed in Bitcoin, your landlord wants Bitcoin, your employer pays Bitcoin. Even the coffee shop down the street stopped taking dollars months ago. Your rent isn't $1,200, your salary isn't $50,000. Every number you've ever memorized about money, gone. Reset. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what happens to your paycheck, your taxes, your loans, even your grandparents' savings if the dollar disappeared tomorrow. And there's one type of person who wins massively from this, and one who loses almost everything. I'll show you which one you are. But first, you need to see the crack in the dollar that's been there the whole time. Have you ever wondered why everyone just accepts pieces of green paper? Nobody questions why. You hand someone a $20 bill, they hand you groceries, and nobody stops to ask what actually makes that paper worth anything. Here's the thing nobody explains. The dollar's more like a rubber band. Same band, stretched a little more every year. Still looks fine on the outside, holds less than it used to. Imagine a city with exactly 10 parking spaces. Just 10. Ever. Now imagine the number of cars doubles every few years. Same 10 spaces, way more cars fighting for them. Each spot becomes more valuable because it's scarce, and everything else isn't. Now, flip it. Imagine that same city, except every year the mayor secretly builds 5 more parking spaces overnight. No announcement, no vote, just more spaces quietly poured in while the city sleeps. That's the Fed. Except instead of parking spaces, it's dollars. Nothing in your wallet changed, but what each dollar could buy quietly did. Every dollar printed is a tiny tax on every dollar you already have, and nobody voted for it. Okay, dollar has a scarcity problem. Fine. But before you say just use Bitcoin then, stay with me. Here's the weird part. Fixing one problem creates another one that might be even harder. Bitcoin's supply is capped. It can't be printed like dollars. So instead of losing value over time, it tends to gain value. Prices in Bitcoin would actually fall. You want an iPhone. Store says $1,200 today. Your friend says, wait a month. Next month, $1,100. The month after, $1,000. When do you actually buy it? Probably never if you can keep waiting. Now scale that iPhone moment to everything. Groceries, rent, cars. Everyone in the country running the same math in their head at the same time. Wait, and it's cheaper. Multiply that by 330 million people, and stores stop selling. Paychecks stop moving, and the entire economy quietly grinds to a stop, not because anything broke, but because everyone made the smart individual choice at the same time. But debt doesn't get the memo. Say you've got a mortgage. In a deflationary world, the money gets more valuable every year, which means the money you owe gets harder to pay back every year. Your mortgage doesn't shrink. It quietly grows against you year after year without a single payment changing. And then I realized something that completely broke the thought experiment. The US government owes tens of trillions of dollars in national debt, all of it written in dollars. If the dollar vanished overnight, what happens to that debt? Does it get converted to Bitcoin? At what price? Who decides? And whoever ends up on the losing side of that conversion, that's not a small group. That's the entire country's balance sheet. Remember, one group wins, one loses almost everything. Picture a 70-year-old who spent 40 years saving dollars for retirement. One morning, those savings aren't backed by the world's reserve currency anymore. Fixed pension, fixed number, suddenly worth a fraction of what it was. Now, picture someone who quietly bought Bitcoin 10 years ago and never sold. That weird crypto guy at family dinners? He just became the person everyone's fixed income depends on, because none of this was ever really about Bitcoin. It's about the fact that money isn't paper or metal or code on a blockchain. Money is a promise, and every economy on Earth survives on one fragile agreement. Billions of strangers waking up every morning believing everyone else will keep it tomorrow. Bitcoin is a great store of value. The dollar is a great medium of exchange. We've never had one thing that's amazing at both. If you get the trade-off now, you're already thinking about money differently than most people. Genuinely. Nobody taught us that money itself has design flaws. We were just handed a system and told to work inside it. Maybe money was never the thing we trusted. Maybe we only ever trusted that everyone else would trust it tomorrow. If this changed how you think about money, even a little, hit subscribe. Because there's one question I didn't answer yet. What actually happens the day the very last Bitcoin gets mined? No more new coins, ever. And once you know the answer, you'll never think about Bitcoin the same way again.